I just feel that hold on. Because I like this more. I like this more. Baby, we won't talk about the Real Housewives of Durban. There wasn't a lot of drama on it. I personally love the Real Housewives of Johannesburg way more. Shout out Chantal. This is Chantal. Shout out white girl. Oh, Crystal. Shout out Crystal. You know what it is, what it does. I never liked Bridget. I always knew she had it in her. And then she go and beat up my girl. I knew you were savage. I knew you were from the hood. You're a hood rat, baby. You were a hood rat. And you showed yourself. You came out and showed yourself. But this, it's not about the Real Housewives of Johannesburg, baby. We talking about Durban, baby. Shout out to you, Nalady. I don't know if you're watching this. I really love your channel. But I watched hers and I was like, I actually have something to add to what Nalady said. I agree with what she said. I agree that Madame and Mercy brought the juice, brought the paper to the Real Housewives of Johannesburg. And the rest of the others were just pawns. They were nothing. Bridget had nothing. She just came on the show. Girl stayed with her mom. I stay with my mom, but I don't act rich. I'm poor. Donation, guys. Please donate. Please donate. Homegirl is poor. Still staying with her mother. I can do with some donations. Gotta shoot my shot. Alright, so yes, guys, I am talking about the Real Housewives of Durban. I'm going to let it go in peace. I'm first going to start with the fact that I loved the show. I felt that the ladies were holding back a little more. They weren't really, giving the show what it deserves. I felt like they knew that there was a camera around them all the time. So they knew they had to act posh all the time, every time. They knew that there's a camera and people are watching them, people won't judge them. So they didn't give us the real them. I feel personally that they didn't give me what I deserve. They did not deserve my time. I felt that they were just very, very aware that the camera was there and they had to act a certain way. Nah, man. I just feel like I need a season 2. Most likely the ladies will be very comfortable in the setting of a camera and the fact that it's a reality show. It's not scripted. So baby girl, you can't go home and try to think of what you're coming to say on camera, because we want authenticity. We want you guys to yet again remain a Porsche, but yet again give us who you are, So I'm going to start ranking them from whom I liked least at the end of the show to whom I liked the most at the end of the show. And this includes the reunion. This includes the reunion part 1 and part 2. I watched it all. I watched episode 1 up until the last. I watched until the 2 reunions. I got the juice. I'm not speaking out of this. I got this because I watched y'all. So when everyone came in, this specific lady was not part of the show. She came in very much later into the show, and I was like, because as we were watching episodes, I was like, I see 6 cast members, but I'm only getting to know 5. Where's the 6th person? And I think on episode 3 is when she came up. I promise you, I adored her from the get-go. I was like, for once they're putting on a big girl. For once there is someone that can represent, the Curvy Nation, and I felt like from most of the housewives I have ever watched from Atlanta, from all of the housewives I've watched, this was the first lady that I was like, girl, get it. Girl, go and get your paper. Get it. I'm here for you. I root for you. I'm like, gang, 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 gang. I am a rakoto, gang, 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 gang. But girl came on the show with a whole lot of sass. And I have no problem with that. I had no problem with that. Up until, yes, guys, up until that very moment when Homegirl said, Google me. I didn't Google her immediately because I didn't have the time. I sincerely didn't have the time. I just knew that they were going to talk about it the next time that I watched another episode. So I was going to wait until then. But when Homegirl said, Google me, I stepped back. I was like, okay. So Homegirl got some paper. Homegirl got a name. Homegirl is a household name. You should know her. Alrighty. So the girls then also Googled her. Everyone had a problem with that. And I eventually ended up Googling her and really realized, yeah, I don't know if she is the wife to Zuma. I don't know if she is a fiance to Zuma. Child, at this particular juncture, I don't even know if she's a side chick to Zuma. Because prior to you getting married, when you guys were dating, and he has other wives, I'm just like, mathematics, 1 + 1 is 2. Girl, you a side. I didn't have a problem with that neither also. I'm just saying it for the fun of it. But I didn't have a problem with that too. But I was like, girl, when you say Google me, you know, there should be some stats to your name. When I Google you, you come up because you're related to Zuma. I'm like, girl, I expected better. I expected to see you in the top 2 or 3 on the Forbes list of influential women. I needed to see you on South African successful women. I needed to see you on a congregation. I needed to see you on a platform or some sort where you were giving some motivational speech or something. I'm like, when you say Google me, girl, I'm like, I needed more. And I just feel that she was living off someone else's status. When I was Googling her, I didn't find anything on her name specifically. I just knew that she was related to this guy, and that's it. There's nothing else about her. It's just the fact that she's related to this man. Whatever relations they might have had or have, I don't know. Because I then also realized, Homegirl, when she said Google me, she had a ring, right? But when she was at the reunion, Homegirl did not have a ring. And I was like, so you want us to talk? You want us to ask you? What you want? And I was just like, she's okay, fine. To be frank, I realized I also started seeing that she's not really giving us. She was more scripting her things, especially when it came to her motivational speeches. I was like, girl, no. Yeah, no. And she needed to give an answer as if she was in a beauty pageant and she needed to win this crown. She needed to give, when she said something, she needed to say it as if there was something on the other side of that speech that needed to be won, that needed to be hers. Because she said it with a lot of passion. Every time she opened up her mouth and she wanted to reason and bring logic to something, child, woman made sure. And also, when I saw her true colors come out was when they were in the room with Ayanda's brother and Ayanda, when they was in Cape Town, and they came to the room and they were talking about the whole incident with KG, right? So like Coco with her sweet, just, you know, nipping away, and you know, the girl came out. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, you guys better go and see that part there. The girl came out and she just started, you know, gossiping. And she's gossiping us like, there you are. That's who you are. I was waiting for you to come out. Girl, please, bye. And then we came to the reunion, and then she was just like, yeah, when she was telling Ayanda, no, I just feel like that was not appropriate time. You guys know who I am, you know, associated with. No, let me put it in her ways. Y'all know who I'm messing with, who I'm dealing with. So I just don't feel like this is the proper platform. You are on a reality show. What did you expect? Huh? Why are you on a reality show then? Why are you on a reality show if you're not willing to share your life with us? You knew, girl, why you were on a reality show. And if you didn't want to be on a reality show and you wanted to shut out certain things and you didn't want to tell us certain things, and I agree, you've got a lot to hide. I agree with Nonko on that one. But I just feel like if you are on a reality show, we're definitely going to ask. We're going to be in the comment sections asking you away. And I am here asking you, girl, I didn't see your ring. What happened? I'd also know that you're not married. Or are you? I don't know, child. We don't know. Why are you on the show? Why did you accept to come on the show if you're not willing to cure our curiosity? So no, sister. You were supposed to start your own show. South African person, you need to start your own show, and on that show you can choose what needs to be on the show and what not, what you don't want to share and what you want to share. If you wanted people to get to know you, because that's what you claim, that's why you're on the show, is because you want people to get to know the real you. You could always start your own show and then you can script what needs to be there. But as this reality show, I really feel that if you're not willing to share your life with us, take the door and leave. We can do with someone else. I can do with a season where I don't need to see you, because I just feel like you're not bringing realness and you're just busy judging everybody. Like, how could you ask me that? This is not the right time. It's not the right place. Why are you in the place? Why are you at that place? Because, child, we gonna ask, and you are at the place. So, girl, you take the seat of number 7 on the. You take the seat of number 7 as to the people that I really loved and enjoyed on the show. All right, moving on to you take number 7, so I'm moving on to number 6. Yes, there's a number 7, and everybody's like, but there's 6 cast members. I know, but there's number 7. I really enjoyed this one. So number 6, I am unfortunately going to give it to Ayanda. I know, Ayanda, that I feel like you use this platform, you use the whole show to just show us your divanness. As you, how do you do it? No, girl. I just feel like you came to slay. That's what you came to do. You didn't come and do a reality show. You came to walk the catwalk. You came to slay. I just feel like your character had no substance. You literally weren't available, or not available. You weren't there. Watching the whole show, I literally remember nibbles of you. And if there is any nibbles of you, it is basically gossip. I don't see you hosting any of these girls. I don't see you taking out an initiative to invite the girls to a dinner or something, anything. I don't see you doing nothing but slaying and arriving late. As, what is my girl Annie would say, fashionably. It is what? As per usual, as per norm. I don't remember what she said. But yeah. That is all you brought to the show, and you deserved 7th spot, because I just feel like there was nothing that you brought to the show. There was nothing from your side. I didn't enjoy any of your character. You came, your mom passed away. My condolences, my sincerest condolences. I wouldn't wish that on anybody at all, but that was part of the show. After that, it was you and your brother. Guys, you just came to slay. That is it. There's nothing else that I can say about you, and that's why you took the 6th spot. I also can't go in any way in depth with your whole character, reason being that there's nothing to say. You're a church woman. Child, you're a child of God. However, at the reunion, I am on your side. As to the reunion, that probably brought you to number 6. At the reunion, I really empathize with you. My heart goes out to you and your family for what Nonko did to you at that reunion. I just feel like, yes, I understand when Nonko, or what Nonko was saying, that the whole situation of her daughter was aired, so she didn't see that this could be any different. I know that, I understand maybe that she how she might have reasoned, but I don't agree with what she did that day, and I also don't agree with how she reasoned it out, because there's certain things that I would say, but there's just certain things I wouldn't say. Yes, it was aired on TV how you guys met her daughter, and how the whole changing of the surname was aired on the show, and so on and so on. As money, as maintenance, and paying of, as someone, you on a show, and if I come on the show and I ask you how much money do you make, would you be willing to share? You wouldn't, but you're on the show, you know. So I just feel like, yeah, that is a sensitive issue. She could have taken it away. And yes, I also agree with you, if they go and sit as a family and they watch that reunion, hopefully they will see where they went wrong and they will correct that, because that was really, really below the belt from Nonko's side. I really agree with you, and I stand by you on that one. But still, girl, you take 6, please. All right, moving on to the person that takes 5th place on this show, on the Real Housewives of Durban, is Annie. Guys, I cannot. Annie, I understand that she's young. I understand that she is vibrant, but I just feel that, no, man. I felt like she sparked a lot of drama. I felt that she felt the need to bring pizzazz to the show, but I feel like she tried a little too hard. I feel Annie just seems to take the whole housewife show a little too far. The whole Real Housewives, in her head, she wanted to give us the Real Housewives of Atlanta kind of thing, and the other ladies were not playing along. I don't know, but I just feel like she was doing way too much. I know that we all have like certain ways, right? I know that we all have certain ways of doing something. I know that we like certain and particular things. I just feel like you did not wake up, or neither were you born, and you were just of high standards. You want to tell me the way you grew up as to a high standard kind of girl. So I just feel like she really grinded Nonko unnecessarily. I feel like she keeps on picking on Nonko unnecessarily. And I just feel like she's ready to fight. I mean, no one can say anything, and she's guns blazing. She's that girl. She's like, you can't mess with me kind of girl. I'm just like, why? It's so unnecessary. And I just feel like she doesn't give, whenever she's in an argument, or whenever she's like having a conversation, she doesn't give a fair chance to the next person to say what they want to say, because she keeps on bombarding and just keeps on getting louder. I'm just like, says the one with the whole lot of class. That's the girl with a whole lot of class. Really now. Really now. So yeah, what else? Annie's party, the whole cage dancing, I just felt like I was the same way as Nonko. I was like, girl, I'm bored. Yeah, nah. And then the whole at the pajama party, the whole twerking, I was like, girl, bye. I have seen better twerking. I have seen girls that can twerk. That was not that. Nah, that was something else. And I just feel like she was not trying. Maybe she's that sexy girl, but she brought sexiness to the show on a whole. Let's say there was a teensy wincy pinch of ratchet in that sexy. It wasn't that clean, classy, sexy. It had that pinch of ratchet. Saying it and calling it out as I saw it. And I just felt like Annie purposely left, because if you knew you had the responsibility of bringing these candles, it's either you say, I cannot bring your candles with due to the fact that my schedule will not allow me, right? Or if you say you're going to bring my candles along, you make sure that you bring my candles along, because you have committed yourself to bringing my candles. So however I'm going to see it from there, do not take offense, because if I say you purposely forgot them, you can't take offense. How dare you? Because you did leave my candles and you said you were going to bring them along. So you sabotaged my event for the mere fact that you heard that I said I want a better event than yours. So child, so what? So what? You definitely saw someone else's event and took aspirations from that, and that's how you had your event. So me taking aspirations from your event is wrong. Child, there's nothing wrong in me trying to do better than you. And your event was first, and probably that's why. So I just feel like she purposely left those candles. I believe so. Because I just feel like, what was it if to call someone to bring them? When you heard that the candles arrived, why didn't you make a plan? Or call me and say, listen, I'm not able to bring your candles to bring your candles to where I am due to the logistics of the, it might be expensive. Because child, there is transportations that are available that you can pay for if you don't have anyone reliable, that can bring these things to you so that you can deliver to your promise. I feel like she purposely left those candles. And I feel like the reunion, she also attacked Nonko unnecessarily, and she came for Nonko unnecessarily. She tried to be a Nini. She so badly wanted to be a Nini. I feel like she took on the persona of Nini, and it didn't work for her. Because Nini has sometimes, she has her moments, but there's a lot of times that I feel like Nini brought the juice and she gave us what we wanted. But the way you gave us what you wanted was just a little ratchet. Girl, you remind me of Ratchet. I don't know. That's maybe me. When I see Annie, I see Ratchet. But I love you, Annie. Still, I just hope that you can do better. And I can also do without you on the show. I really wouldn't miss you at all. I can actually say they should probably replace you, unless you're willing to drop that high and macho attitude of yours and bring it down to where it needs to be, who you really are. I like authenticity. I like someone that brings me what I deserve, and I am bringing airtime to you. I am bringing views to you. So you need to bring me something, girl. You need to bring me something. And I just feel like you didn't deliver. Could be wrong, but I solely stand there. Should be, if need be. All right, so Annie took the 5th spot. 4th spot, without a shadow of a doubt, the 4th spot goes to Nonko. Nonko, unfortunately, you didn't make it to the top 3. Reason being, you were shady. You picked the weakest link and you stamped on that lady. I just feel like your joke was out of place. I feel like that whole joke about the kid was out of place. So first of all, you are hosting. So now, for that mere fact, you're not supposed to let anyone feel bad. For the mere fact that you are hosting, you need to be nice to everybody, right? I might be wrong, but I'm definitely right. And also, this person has been picked on so many times. Why would you do that again? Why would you not try and change that will? Why would you not try and change that for the betterment? I just feel, Nonko, you deserve the 4th spot. I just feel that it was really below the belt of you. Flowers from Woolworths was the sincerest apology you could give. There's no florist at all in Cape Town, anywhere near where you were staying. You couldn't have asked the hotel people to get you actual decent flowers. Woolworths. Really? I also wouldn't want. I would leave those flowers. And I also believe that what's that girl? That girl. I feel that she left those flowers on purpose. She was like, I've seen better days. I've seen better. I will take the chocolates, but no ma'am. This is going to stay right here. No, sir, we're not doing that. And I agree with her. I would have done the same thing. Because that child. But anyway, I guess they say it's the gesture that counts. I mean, you could have done more, but they say it's the gesture that counts. Nonko, also, I just feel like you were really below the belt at the end of the reunion, bringing your parents into the whole show, unnecessarily dragging the whole situation. I just feel like you were really seeking attention that was not needed. I just feel like, as a woman of God that you are, that you claim to be, that you could have thought about that a little longer and just dealt with it. Otherwise, I understand you saying Ayanda wasn't replying to you. I just feel like you could have reached out to her on a different level or platform as to the one that you chose. And also, the whole church thing, right? The whole church thing, and that you are an ordained pastor, and you live your life the way you would want to. I commend, but I also feel that you have the responsibility to the young girls in your care, or in wherever you are, showing yourself. We understand that God looks to the heart, but yet again, I don't believe that it is morally right for you to wear certain things where you have your boobs out and you have your flesh out in such extravagant ways, and wearing all of these sexy stuff and showing yourself in a bathtub on national TV. I don't think that any woman of God should do anything like that. I just feel like, for me, as a child that is aspiring to be a woman of God, if I see you, I really would not want to follow your example, because I feel that you set an example for these people. And if you're going to set an example as a woman of God in such a way, I really, really am not one to judge, but really, really, really strongly believe in my beliefs that is not how it should be handled. Yes, God looks at your heart, and yes, you can live your life the way you'd want to. Yes, you can dress however you'd want to. Yes, you can dress sexy, but there are limits to these things. There are levels to these things. With that said, Nonko, all of that is all fair and all well. I loved your character. I would want you to come back. I believe that you have more to learn on the show. I believe that you have much growth to do on the show. Just don't pick on anybody that is beneath you. Learn to rather be more humble about your situations. I believe that you are. And your whole wine thing, that was also a sincere mistake. I do agree with Annie, although I really don't like the way she said it, but I do agree with Annie. If you're going to put out a product today, you should learn about your product, and if things go sideways, you pick up the mic and you explain to your audience, or you explain to your guests what your product is all about. You need to come forth and tell us what you're selling. Give us the juice, give us the tea, and make sure you do it to the best of your potential, because you should never rely on anyone. Everybody is going to disappoint you at one point or another, which you have experienced. So with that said, tick. All right, the third person that takes my spot is KG. Guys, I got to love and hate this girl. I do really agree with the fact that she has so many sorries, and so she says sorry, but then she still comes and jabs at the same thing. But I feel like KB brought the finesse. Huh? When the girl said jelly ding it is bang for jelly, it is bang for jelly. I was like, yes, girl. Pow, 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 pow. I was like, do it, girl. Do it, stand up and just grab a wig. But she didn't. But I still loved her. I feel like she is really authentic. I really feel that she means well most of the time. It doesn't matter. Sometimes it comes out as a type of way, but I believe that she's authentic in the things that she says. I believe that she really wants to help. I have nothing but love for her. I know that she brings a lot of drama to the show, but that's the kind of drama that I like, and she just brings it right. She knows how to bring the right kind of drama, and whenever she feels that she might have gone a little too far, she does apologize, but she stands by what she said. She apologizes for a part of what she said, but the rest of what she said, she stands by, and she's like, girls, I still believe, but I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings, but I still believe that And that's what I like about her. And that's why she deserves my top 3. She deserves the top 3 position. She deserves it. She deserves it. She deserves it. She brought everything. She brought life to the show. I'm just so sad she wasn't at the reunion. I was like, why am I even watching the show? She brought the juice. Now, guys, now I really, 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 really was struggling between Surisha and KG, right? I was struggling between Surisha and KG because I felt like Surisha could drop down and then KG comes up. But because KG had a little snack to her, she had a little whip to her, I gave her the 3rd spot. But Surisha said something that really brought it home for me. And I was like, nah, she deserves the 2nd spot. She deserves the 2nd spot. And Surisha stood up for Mabusi, right? She stood up for her and she was like, you know, us girls, where do we come? And she actually said it. She was like, girls, I don't know why we always have to pick on each other. We need to stand together. We need to help each other. We need to encourage each other. We need to lift each other. We need to support each other. And I was like, you deserve the 2nd spot. You deserve the 2nd spot. You deserve the 2nd spot for just that. Just for those words. You know, she was like, why are we always picking on Mabusi, and why is it that the girls always feel the need to always pick on this girl? So Surisha, apart from all your elegance, I felt like your character just flowed in naturally. I believe that you were the better person because of the whole yoga thing that you do. I believe in your character. I believe in you, and I believe in all the Bentleys that you brought forth, girl. But it was not because of your money that you earned it. It was because of your humbleness. It was because of your sincerity, and it was because of the character that you brought to the show. I feel that there was a lot of authenticity with your character. I feel like you were natural in your character. I feel like you were natural. You brought it to the show as much as KG did it. I believe that it was who you were. I believe, because I know this, like unlike Coco that said Google me, and I found nothing but the fact that she's related to a gent. I could see you say Google me, and I would see you pop up as a radio hostess dating some black guy, as a TV personality, as an actress, as a aesthetics owner. You brought, like, there's a lot of things that will pop up from the internet because of you, not just because you are married to the billionaire that you are married to. So I feel like, because even the fact that you have that, you are a person of the people. I loved you naturally. We just merged naturally. I loved everything. I was like what you said in the reunion, when you came to the reunion and I saw these Bentleys and this girl. I had to Google you. When you came onto the show, I was like, we're definitely going to hear about how dirty certain glasses are at a certain restaurant. We're definitely going to hear that you can't just come up rocking without makeup. You need to have a special stylist. We need to see your special stylist. We need to see who does your makeup. We need to see the glitz and the glam behind Surisha. But you didn't bring that. You brought out the girl that I can relate to. You brought out a human being, and I love that about you. Please do not leave the show because you have money and you don't need the show's money. Please stay on the show because of me, because I live for you and KG. I live for the both of you. All right, coming back to my number one. My number one, without a doubt, without a pillar, and I don't know when, I believe some people know already who it is. It is the queen of the JJ. It is the queen of business. Till I tell you guys, her product is here in Namibia. Her product is in Zimbabwe. Her product is in Angola. That is the queen for me. She takes number one. Let me just throw a party. Oh, Her Majesty Mabusi. Mabusi, girl, I love everything about you. I love the person that you were on the show. I love the fact that you gave everyone a fair opportunity to get to know you. How they took that opportunity is not up to you. But when they stepped out of line, you definitely made sure that you were not happy with certain things. You are not a weakling. You made people know, but you're definitely not overpowering because you gave everyone a fair opportunity to get to know you. Love you, girl. Get your paper. Make your paper. Do not be shy of what you do. I see that you're not shy of what you do, because everyone else will be giggling when it comes to the whole yogi steaming, and it's just like a and it's like 7 8 child. And that one, I was like, we understand that you're with an older guy. We understand that there's not much inches to that kind of guy. We understand that the rising of the thing's not gonna get you to certain thing. No wonder you become all blushed up and purple because of the inches. But girl, sit yourself down, act classy, leave those things behind, because you look like a schoolgirl at this point for me. When you started doing that, why did you come to my place of business? If you wanted to come and laugh, you definitely knew what I was doing, but yet again you came to my place of business and you were like, oh my god, I don't believe so. No, girl, get your paper. You take number one, because I like everything about you. I like the fact that you remained the queen that you were in every situation you were placed in. I like the fact that you stood up for yourself. I like the fact that you gave everyone a fair chance to get to know you. I love you. Please take the place of La Cloco and come back to the show as one of the main characters. I believe that you have so much substance to bring to this show. I believe that you are a fair and equal woman, because in the way that you say certain things, you reason out well. And no, child, that does not make you a bad person because you gone and researched Nonko, because you don't know her really. You just know her through acquaintances, and because you needed to know, why is this person picking on you if you know each other? Like, we know each other. Why are you on the other side and not on my side? I would go and find out from my friends, like, I thought that this girl was my friend, but she's acting a certain way. And what people said, you are allowed to take, because where there is smoke, there is fire. On that note, you gladly sit on your throne, baby girl. On this channel and on this platform, you deserve the first spot. Love you, girl. Keep on shining. And if you want to sponsor me with that yoni steaming, I do steaming, so I would definitely love your product. If you would want to, you can sponsor this channel and I will definitely put it on my channel. On that note, guys, I hope that you guys loved my video. There's no hate on any of the girls that I've spoken about. I just gave my 2 cents as to the show. I don't know what type of people they are outside the show, but that's what I want. I want you as you are outside the show. I don't want you to come onto the show and try and be someone else. No. Right? So on that note, peace. And I'm hoping for season 2 to actually have these girls come out of their nutshell and come out of the fact that they really know that there's a camera around them and that they are trying to act and be ready for the camera, do a show and action kind of thing. I see the realness. I want a reality show, child. I want a reality show, not a scripted show, and what we're allowed to say and what we're not allowed to say. But other than that, I had a lot of love for all these ladies. I believe I gave each one a fair chance to show and prove themselves to us as the viewers, because we're the ones that we are the ones giving you guys ratings. Without our ratings, you guys are nobodies like me. I love our ratings. So on that note, love you guys. Peace and love. The disclaimer, I really do not hate any of these girls. We love the show. We love the show. I feel that Johannesburg's girls really did bring much, but they didn't have money. These girls have money, but they have reputations to uphold, and that's why we couldn't get any realness.